Hello. Today I'm going to be showcasing the new rough CTR2. I'll also be comparing this car to the 993 Turbo S since I thought it might be interesting, as well as both cars being new Porsche Tier 4s. Both cars will also be bone stock. I'll be running on 3 tracks, Death Trial, Goliath's Marathon and Midnight Marathon, just so I could get some nice performance results. Also, these are the important specs of both cars. By the way, I'm a keyboard and mouse player, so if you're playing on a controller the cars will feel different. I can tell right off the start that the CTR2 has a lot less grip than the 993. Both cars have a lot of slip, however, the CTR2 seems a little more unstable due to having more torque, horsepower, and being rear-wheel drive, especially compared to the 993, where I'm able to completely take any winding uphill corner without the need to control the throttle. I do think the extra power that the CTR2 has can make up for the unstableness, as it feels faster on the straights, having better acceleration at higher speeds, maybe around 150 to 200 km per hour. The CTR2 got a 5:51:569, while the 993 Turbo S got a 5:50:569. The 993 Turbo is exactly 1 second faster. The 993's all-wheel drive drivetrain helps it keep good grip while exiting the corner, winning despite the CTR2's better straight-line speed. Death Trial overall is a very twisty and corner-heavy track, so it would make sense for the 993 to be better for. For Goliath's Marathon, not much different I could say about any of the cars that we haven't seen from Death Trial. However, the 993's all-wheel drive drivetrain will allow the user to be a lot more risky through high-speed turns while flooring it. CTR2 is able to do higher top speeds, however, it's not enough to make up for the 993's grip. Just like any average grip rear-wheel drive car, the CTR2 will start to slightly lose grip when full throttling in corners. All of these problems could be fixed with tuning, however, this will be a strictly stock comparison for all the races. The CTR2 got a 5:35:903, while the 993 Turbo S got a 5:32:270. For some reason the gap is even further than Death Trial, despite me thinking the higher top speed would close the gap. I will assume that 993 is faster here due to the better grip and stability, as well as just being straight up faster in the second part of Goliath for the same reason. For this race, I will not be using any of the typical shortcuts for the sake of just making things more simple. The tides will start to shift in the CTR2's favor, despite the CTR2's unstable cornering around the first part of Midnight Marathon. Obviously, the 993 is better around the beginning section. However, moving to the freeway sections, especially on the downhill section, the CTR2 has far superior top speed. In fact, literally at stock it able to reach 358 kilometers per hour over all the attempts I made with it. It's faster than a stock Gallardo and even a stock C6, while being slightly slower than a stock Mercy. The CTR2 is also able to easily maintain 340 plus kilometers per hour speeds on all the other straights of the track. On the other hand, the 993 Turbo S's top speed downhill is only 312 to 314 kilometers per hour, while being able to only maintain 290 plus kilometers per hour speeds on the other straights. At this point the top speed gap is enough where the stability of the 993 doesn't even matter anymore and will still get slower times than the CTR2. The CTR2 got a 6:14:615, while the 993 Turbo S got a 6:30:501. Rounding up, there is a 15-second gap between the two cars. The CTR2's top speed gave it a massive advantage on highway and freeway races. Both cars have their own strengths and weaknesses and have tracks that they run better on. The 993 Turbo S is better on twisty tush tracks that require good traction and low-speed acceleration. I also believe that the 993 could do some insanely fast times on both Death Trial and Ichikawa once fully tuned. It would likely be a good competitor to any of the Evos, GC8, 22B, Gallardo and any other fast all-wheel drive cars that are good for twisty tracks. The CTR2 will be faster on the longer highway and freeway races, because of its top speed, and handling at those high speeds. This car will be a good competitor to any high top speed car like the Mercy, Gallardo, C6, Viper and other Tier 4 cars. Honestly, whichever one is better is purely based on your driving style, preferred maps, or just preferred drivetrain type. Someone who likes Tujas will like the 993 Turbo S, while highway racers will choose the CTR2.